Children's Health Project Homeschool Health and Wellbeing programme. Today is Tasty Tuesday, and we've got a really great recipe for you to try at home. But we're going to talk to you first about the different energies that we can get from the foods that we eat. And I'm going to talk to you about two different types of foods: long energy foods and short energy foods. I'm just going to describe each one first of all. So long energy foods are foods that help us to feel like we have had enough to eat for a long period of time. They make us feel quite strong and quite healthy, and they might put us in quite a good mood as well. They help learning in the classroom or at home a little bit easier too. And the reason they do that is because the body takes quite a long time to break those foods down and to nourish you with them. So the body will be working on using all those nutrients, all those vitamins and all those minerals, for example, all the proteins, the carbohydrates, the fats in those foods, and it will take quite a long time. And so they release energy quite slowly to you, and they make you feel good for long periods of time. That's why we call them long energy foods. Now, short energy foods are foods that we might eat each day as well, and they give us a big boost of energy really quickly, but then afterwards we start to feel a bit hungry again, or we start to feel like our energy is a little bit lower again. They give us lots of energy straight away, so they are short energy foods, and that's because our body uses them up really quickly and sends that energy out really quickly to our bodies as well. So we feel like we have that burst of energy, we could run really fast, or we could take part in a game and do really well in it, and our mood is alive and awake. But then afterwards we might start to feel a little bit tired, very worn out, not because we've run fast, but because our body is thinking, actually I'm quite hungry again now, and it might only be an hour after you've last eaten. So they are our short energy foods. And I'm just going to describe to you an example of what happens when we eat some of those. Okay, so imagine first thing in the morning you wake up and you're feeling pretty hungry, so you go and have your breakfast. And in this first example, you're going to have a breakfast of nice sugary cereal, let's say Cocoa Pops. So I wake up feeling hungry, I go and have my cereal. So I have my breakfast here. And my body, while I'm eating that cereal, is starting to think, wow, this is delicious. All these lovely sugars to use up for energy. And so what my body does is suddenly feel like it has lots of energy because I've had a really nice sugary cereal. It's full of all of the things that will give my body quick energy. So it's one of these short energy foods. So on this blue line here, I've had Cocoa Pops for breakfast, but then after a while I start to think, oh, I'm getting a bit hungry again now. And my energy levels, so this graph really shows your energy levels. You get lots of energy straight away from eating those Cocoa Pops, and then you start to feel a little bit tired. So you might go out to play, you might be okay doing some of your work and some of your learning, and then all of a sudden you start to get a little bit tired and you start to feel a little bit grumpy maybe. And when you're down here, your energy levels are down here, you start to feel hungry again. Oops. And maybe a little bit low in mood, in your mood. So what do? I need something to perk me up, to give me lots of energy again. So I might go and eat a snack. And that snack today is going to be a chocolate bar. So this is my snack here, and this is my chocolate bar snack. And so to bring my energy levels back up again, I eat my chocolate bar snack. So I've got loads of energy again, and I can go out to play, I can do all the things that I want to do. I feel really happy as well. I've got lots of bubbling energy. But again, this energy starts to wear a little bit thin when your body's starting to use all of those lovely sugars and starches in the foods that you've eaten, process those quite quickly because it's short energy foods like a chocolate bar or like Cocoa Pops. Doesn't have to include chocolate. And so your energy levels are going up and down and up and down. And guess what happens again? You think, actually, I need some more energy, and you have your lunch and you have something that gives you lots of really quick energy. And this happens all the way throughout the day. Now, if we were going to have a long energy food, and I will come on to examples of long energy foods for breakfast and for snacks and lunches and things. If we were going to have a long energy food for our breakfast, look what would happen to our energy levels. So we might have some porridge for breakfast. And that energy is going to last a little bit longer than the Cocoa Pops did for us. We'd still get low in energy, we'd still get hungry again and want to eat something. So we'd go and eat something that will give us a little bit more energy for a little bit longer. Maybe a piece of fruit, like a banana or something like that. Longer energy for long periods of time. So it gives you enough energy still to play all of your games outside with your brothers or your sisters, to do all of your learning as well. However, it doesn't give you that really low feeling in your mood, doesn't make you really starving hungry. And so it makes you just think, actually, I'll have a snack here instead of straight after breakfast. So I'm not as hungry straight away. So this is a long energy food here that goes along. So if we try and eat more long energy foods, then we'll have a little bit more energy throughout our day. And our energy will last a little bit longer. And overall, you'll find that you are just eating foods that are a little bit better for your health as well. So if we want to eat more long energy foods to provide us with plenty of energy to get through our day, to play all of our games, to do all of our learning, just to feel a little bit happier and a little bit healthier, then we want to focus on foods like this. So quite natural foods, things like oats, vegetables, potatoes, fruit, beans and lentils, maybe some eggs, nuts and seeds as long as you're not allergic to them, fish, meat perhaps if you have that in your diet, and then things like wholemeal bread, so brown bread and pasta and rice. And so if we can fill most of our day with those foods, they're going to give us energy for long periods of time. They are long energy foods. However, if we fill our day with foods like sweets and cakes and biscuits and ice cream and sugary cereals, and they are all delicious, they're going to give us our short energy, or they're going to give us energy for short periods of time. So maybe white bread, white rice, white pasta. So if you don't like brown bread, maybe just try that once in a while. And even things like dried fruit, so raisins, lots of honey and lots of syrup. So if you were to have oats in the morning, a porridge in the morning, but then you were to pour lots and lots of honey on it and put some dried fruit on it maybe, then you've taken quite a long energy food and you've added lots of short energy food to it. So your body then will use a little bit of the long energy, a little bit of the short energy. We just want to make sure that these are the things that we're having once in a while, and we're not having too much of them. So we're having more of these foods and fewer of these foods. Now, around Easter, we're probably going to have quite a lot of chocolate perhaps. And even when we're at home a little bit more, we might be spending a little bit more time with our family, we might be watching some films and things like that. Maybe we're going to eat things that are a little bit more sugary, or the things that are going to give us a nice spike in our energy levels. So the key is to remember that all of these foods are okay to eat. However, you want to spend most of your time eating these long energy foods to make you feel more balanced and feel like you've got more energy. And then you want to spend only a short amount of time eating these short energy foods. So most of your meals in your day, your snacks, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, should be filled with these foods. And then your short energy foods just once in a while. So in your health and wellbeing journal for Tasty Tuesday, today your challenge is, we've got Tasty Tuesday, the Children's Health Project, if you want to share this online. Plan a day of tasty eating that includes mainly long energy foods with just one short energy food. So plan a menu for the day that includes as many long energy foods as you can think of, and they can be put together in a recipe, your favourite foods, with just one of these included in your day for a short energy spike. So it means you don't have to have one of these short energy foods in your day, but you could do. And it might be that you want to have white bread with a sandwich or something like that, or because it's Easter you want to have some chocolate, or you're watching a film and so you have some sweets to watch a film in the evening. But that happens once in a while. So most of your day should be planned a tasty eating day that includes mainly these long energy foods. See if you can plan a menu for the day, and even better, see if you can eat like that for a day.